Good evening, YouTubers. It's Wednesday evening, and finally we're home. Well, I'm home. Fiona's been here all the time. We had a right nightmare. The car broke down. Needed a new clutch. The thrust bearing was whining its head off. And I said to Fiona, "Oh, I'll just bang it in the garage. I'll pay for it. It needs doing anyway." See, the thing is with cars in Gibraltar, they don't. When you buy I think our car's got about 100,000 kilometres on it, which is about 60,000 miles, which isn't very much compared to the United Kingdom. But the problem in Gibraltar is very small, so the car spends a lot of time stopping and starting, and getting into second gear. So there's a lot of wear and tear on clutches. And so I said to her, just get the clutch done. We'll do it. So that she booked it in the garage. Tow truck came and took it. And she said to me, "Is there anything else that needs doing on it while it's in?" And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. Coming up to 60,000 miles. Yeah, the cam belt. Let's do the cam belt on it as well. It's another couple of €100. But yeah, let's do the cam belt as well. Anyway, so new clutch, new cam belt, and I'm in hospital. I can't help. So Ben, they rang up this morning. Yeah, car's ready to collect. So she jumped on the back of Ben's motorbike and went down to collect the vehicle. Yeah. And this was a lot of stress for her because she doesn't like it on the back of motorbikes. It's like me, I don't like it in the back of aeroplanes. I like to be flying them.
And it's terrifying for me.
Yeah.
But Ben is very safe. He was very good with me on the back.
Anyway, she drove the car all the way back. Paid for it, drove it all the way back, and it broke down outside the house. The clutch pedal went.
There's a lot more to this story, Graham. You weren't there at all.
Yeah,
you were in
but
hospital.
I'm just giving.
I had to get the car back to go get Graham, and it didn't work out that way, unfortunately. But I obviously had angels, or God himself, with me in that car, because if it had broken down in the way it did on the motorway, I am certain that I and many other people would have been injured or killed. And it held until just outside the door, well, just before the door, and some twat pulled out on me from a side street, and I screamed at him. I thought, clutch has gone, no way I'm letting the accelerator go, we're going to collide. Stop or we're going to collide. So then he realised and stopped, and I just rolled into the parking space. I mean, it was as if angels were with me. It was a 2-hour nightmare, and it didn't end there, and the whole day has just continued like that. But we finally got you home.
So I had to come home on the back of Ben's motorbike with all my stuff, my dressing gown and my slippers and etc. in a big bag.
It wasn't the garage's fault. It's Ford.
Yeah.
It's basically the cheapest little plastic thing that they use instead of metal to save a billionth of a penny. And the guy, bless him, he came out all the way out. It's a really long drive for him. And they were saying, we fixed the clutch. The clutch is okay. And I'd said, look, if it's a new problem, I'll pay. And he was scratching his head, and he got the jack.
The clutch cable was working. I actually had a look, and I said, well, it's not snapped. That's actually working.
And then he said, he was in despair. He said, I can't fix it. He said, it's a really cheap, simple thing. And he had one of these apps, because he was Ukrainian and didn't really speak Spanish. So he spoke into this app, and he explained, they put a plastic nut on the clutch cable. A plastic nut, if you please.
How much did Ford save doing that?
And the
instead of metal ones.
Plastic threads inside the plastic thing had stripped. So it was giving no resistance. And he said, all I need is a little nut, M6 size. And because of one of Ben's previous bikes, Ben and I looked at each other, and I said, I think we've got them. He went, we have. And the guy was like, what? He went in the house, came out with a packet of them, and the guy was like, that is God who has provided that. And he said, I can fix the car now, I can fix the car, this is so... But how can Ford put a plastic nut on something so important? To say, how much money do you think they saved doing that?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Not even over 10,000 cars.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Maybe $1. I don't know.
Nothing.
Oh.
Anyway, so one metal nut fixed it, and it wasn't because they put a new clutch in. It wasn't the new clutch.
Yeah, And it
was on the cable. It was a plastic knot on the cable that you adjust.
The guy who came out was the guy who, he said, I fitted your clutch. And not only that, it was a bit more expensive because he changed the oil in the gearbox and he found some other parts that were worn. And so when I turned up, it was about another 150. Lovely people, all Ukrainians, fantastic company. And she said, please, can you give us a Google review? But I mean, it's just been a nightmare.
I was hoping to come home in the car, not on the back of Ben's motorbike. But Ben's a very good driver. He's a very good rider.
Yes, he is very. He's been brilliant today. He really has, bless him.
Yeah.
And the thing with that car is, I've had lots of different cars, and Graham will tell you, I'll drive across Europe without a second thought.
Yeah.
But not that car.
No.
That's what I call a noddy car. It's good for round town.
Yeah.
You do not take cars like that on the motorway.
It's got no spare wheel. The first thing I noticed...
Big lorry wheels and stuff. And you're...
we got it for Lady Faith when she passed the test, and then she went off to EasyJet and left here.
We got it for her to get from here. She used to work at Morrison's and Jib, here to there. So it's...
First car.
I mean, you don't want to take it on the motorway. Anytime the kids say, can we go Marbella, you go, no way in that car. It hasn't even got a spare tyre.
Well, they don't come with a spare tyre. They went through a phase of not having spare wheels in cars, and I thought, what a stupid idea.
I know.
It's like not having a parachute in a plane, isn't it?
I was on about that one.
Anyway,
we're all's well that ends well, and as you can see, Graham is home and he's safe. And
I am.
How was the motorbike ride? Because I know that was not an ideal situation. But
it was a bit bumpy on my abdomen, but it's fine. I can handle it.
But no, you see, we didn't want taxis because of infection.
Yeah.
Not that taxis are dirty, but we don't want him to come into contact with new germs, different germs of many different people.
The good thing about the car is that you open the hatchback, you throw your stuff in.
Yeah.
You go and get your prescription from the chemist, and then you go home.
Yeah, that's right.
So I've got so she had to walk because the car wasn't fixed.
Yeah.
She had to walk into the chemist.
Which was a 6-mile round walk. Because Ben could have taken me, but Ben was like, I'm starving and I've been here, there. I mean, he's done about 150 miles in the last week, running errands, running me around, doing shit for us. I said, it's a lovely day, I'll take a walk along the beach, but my feet hurt, actually. That was 6 miles.
And, of course, the chemist hasn't got it when you get there.
No, but she's lovely. She's Russian.
I'll have it for you for tomorrow.
She's Russian, Natalia. And
luckily, I've got the...
She's fantastic. She's going to get it in for me tomorrow. I'm going to go back tomorrow.
The main thing is I've got the antibiotics, which I need. Because... If you miss them out, you got to run the whole course, haven't you?
Yeah.
And as much as I'd like a gin and tonic, I'm not allowed to drink alcohol with antibiotics because it was quite a nasty infection. So I want to run as much of it off as possible. I'm feeling way better.
And to cap the whole day off, I said, let's watch a movie on Netflix, and I found what I thought looked really rather good. Sort of period drama, 1950s in America, lovely setting called Don't Worry Darling. Biggest load of bollocks, load of shit. Arty-farty, no story, no explanation. I feel angrier than ever that we pay even €6 a month for Netflix. I really we watch Megsy's cooking show and that's it.
It was garbage.
Absolute. They must think we're as stupid as they are.
Yeah, let's just make some stupid shows, drag them out for ages and just pump them down the necks of all these stupid people that are giving us money, and you think...
Apparently Doctor Who is dying a death out of wokerati.
Oh, it is.
Yes, let's all be woke. Let's not worry about entertaining people.
I did see the article
today.
I did see it, yeah. But I mean, it's...
Perhaps boring the tits off one's viewers is not a successful approach. Just a suggestion.
Well, they're supposed to be entertaining us, they're supposed to put programmes on to entertain, not just to drag arsey-farcy shit out. Because the thing is with arsey-farcy shit, it is rubbish. It's emperor's clothes, isn't it? Oh, wasn't it wonderful, darling? Wasn't it wonderful? It was. It was so clever, wasn't it? I didn't get it at first, and then when I got it, it was amazing. And you said that.
Maybe we're just stupid and we don't understand it.
I didn't get it. But you think, yeah, it was really clever, wasn't it? Really clever. So they just use the same concept, arsey-farty. Oh yes, yeah, must be clever, otherwise you won't understand it.
Every generation.
And then just drag it out for hours, and you think, this is boring as hell. What the heck are
It's
we
like
watching?
that film when we were in Holland, and you said, I want to watch all the films that are banned in the UK.
Yeah, starting with Clockwork Orange and
Natural Born Killers.
And
we found out why they were banned in the UK.
Because they were rubbish.
Because they're so fucking boring. That's why they were banned. I'm sure of it. Clockwork Orange.
There was violence. That was, you know, the
unnecessary, inexplicable. I mean, I never understood why the people in Clockwork Orange kind of spoke squiddly, widdly, diddly, diddly, and sort of
Eggy Wigs.
Yes, what the hell was that all about with the eyelash thing going on?
The Natural Born Killers was just like
crap,
garbage, and you think,
yeah.
Well, that wasn't actually worth watching, but you know, you think I want to see everything that's been banned over the years because I want to, you know.
I know. And we had a friend at the time who was
it wasn't worth banning.
A really, really cool guy, and he was older than us. And we said to him, you know, what was that Clockwork Orange all about? You know, can you explain that? What we've obviously missed the point. And he went, oh, it's just shit. It's just the kind of shit they used to make back in the day because they were all on drugs. Just arty-farty shit. And we're like, oh, okay, so we didn't miss the point.
No one cared. There wasn't a plot. It just expired.
Both films were supposedly about the criminal justice system, but neither film made a point at all.
Yeah, but he murdered some woman, didn't he? And he got 7 years. You think, well, I'm sure he didn't get 7 years for murder in those days. I'm sure he got life.
I don't know. And you know what? I don't care.
Anyway.
I haven't got the life to waste worrying about it.
No.
I just resent my whole evening, again with Netflix. I've got to give the film a good chance.
Netflix is rubbish.
Before I find out.
You're only keeping it on because you want to slag Megan off.
I want to see Megsy's. God, I've been waiting ages for Megsy's cooking show. Oh my God, I've got to watch it. And then what I'll do is I'll video it with my phone and we'll cancel the subscription straight away. Not paying another penny to this Netflix arty-farty channel.
Well, it just goes to show that if that's the standard of programmes have been putting on, who have been giving money to him for what and for why?
I think they've been giving money to a lot of people for a lot of nonsense for a long time.
I think the King should pay the American taxpayers back for all the money that Harry and Meghan have diddled out of them. Well, not diddled. Diddled isn't the right word.
Well, no one's quite got to the bottom of it yet.
But they seem to have had millions from the American taxpayer for something or other.
Besser up and Archwell.
Yeah. And I think the King of England should pay the American taxpayers back and say profound apologies everywhere.
Well,
I do apologise everywhere for my...
I definitely think that people are going to say that. I think at the very bloody least he needs to strike Harry off left, right and centre. Should have been done a long time ago. And then they can say it's nothing to do with us, but they can't say that because it is to do with them, because he is on the bloody list still.
Yeah. It's all the King's fault.
No, I'm not going to say...
First rule of command, everything's your fault.
Well, that's true. That is true. But I wouldn't be that harsh on the King. But I would be fairly harsh on him and say it's not like about 50 million people, I reckon, haven't warned him. 50 million... what are we called? Subjects. We're subjects of the United Kingdom. Subjects in a monarchy. I reckon it's about 50 million. What's the population at? 67 million now? Something like that. And when they do these surveys and stuff, the percentage, it's about 50 million. It's pretty much bloody everybody who's old enough to vote has been saying, take the titles away. Strike him off the list. And they don't listen and don't listen and don't listen.
He's weak, Charles. He's non-confrontational.
Can be. Let's hope Camilla can sort things out.
Yeah.
I think she's got backbone.
Oh, yeah.
I think she'll sort it. She's a practical woman. So is Anne.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're daft at all.
No, Anne isn't.
So, and Sophie, she's another one.
She's very old now, though.
Well, Anne, I'd like to see you take her on in a boxing ring.
I wouldn't want to try.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Right. And finally, Fiona, have you got anything to add?
No, as ever.
Because it's time for bed. And I'm glad to be home.
I think it's really lovely that Meghan has stolen Neil Sean's catchphrase for her new brand.
Which one?
Which one? The latest one. Her new company is called As Ever. And I watch Neil Sean, and every end of his video goes...
when I know, you'll know.
Exactly. So she stole it from Neil Sean. I think Neil should sue her.
Good night, and may your God go with you.